many of you still remember these black bands from the 1980s that vanished? Alright, music lovers, get ready to dive deep into the sounds of the 80s. The decade gave us some incredible tunes. But what happened to the black bands that lit up the charts and then just disappeared? From record label struggles to mysterious breakups, these talented groups vanished without a trace. In this video, we're counting down 20 black bands from the 1980s that vanished without a trace. 1. Lynx was a standout British funk and soul group that emerged in the early 1980s, capturing the hearts of music lovers with their infectious energy and catchy melodies. Formed in London, Lynx quickly made a name for themselves in a vibrant era filled with creativity and innovation. Their sound was a delightful blend of funk, pop, and dance elements, characterized by smooth vocals and irresistible grooves that made audiences want to get up and move. One of their most memorable hits, Intuition, became an anthem on dance floors, showcasing their ability to craft songs that resonated deeply with listeners. The track, with its catchy hook and vibrant rhythm, was a true testament to the band's knack for creating music that was both fun and emotionally engaging. Other hits like You're the One and So This Is Romance further solidified their reputation, combining soulful melodies with polished production that highlighted their immense talent. Lynx wasn't just known for their studio recordings. They brought their music to life with thrilling live performances that were a celebration of rhythm and joy. The energy they exuded on stage was electric, captivating fans and creating an atmosphere where everyone could come together and dance. Their charisma and connection with the audience made every concert an unforgettable experience, filled with laughter and shared moments of pure joy. Yet, as the mid-1980s approached, the music landscape began to shift. New genres emerged and tastes in popular music evolved, leading to challenges for many established acts, including Lynx. Despite their early success and the talent that propelled them into the spotlight, they found themselves fading from the mainstream scene, leaving fans longing for more of their infectious sound. 2. The Dazz Band is an influential American funk and R&B group that emerged in the late 1970s, known for their infectious sound and memorable hits. Originating from Cleveland, Ohio, the band formed in 1976 and quickly gained popularity for their unique blend of funk, soul, and pop, which resonated with audiences during the vibrant music scene of the 1980s. One of their most iconic songs, Let It Whip, became a defining anthem of the era. Released in 1982, the track showcased their signature funky grooves and catchy melodies, earning them significant commercial success and reaching the top of the charts. The Dazz Band's ability to create danceable tracks with smooth harmonies and rich instrumentation made them a favorite among fans and a staple in clubs. In addition to Let It Whip, the Dazz Band produced other notable hits like Joystick and Love Zone, which further solidified their reputation as key players in the funk genre. Their music often featured lively brass sections, rhythmic bass lines, and engaging lyrics that spoke to love, joy, and celebration. The Dazz Band was also known for their electrifying live performances. Their shows were filled with energy and charisma, inviting audiences to dance and enjoy the vibrant atmosphere. This connection with their fans was a hallmark of their success, creating a sense of community and shared enjoyment. As the music landscape evolved in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Dazz Band faced challenges in maintaining their mainstream visibility. The rise of new musical trends shifted the focus away from funk and R&B, but the band continued to tour and produce music, earning respect for their contributions to the genre. B and funk band that emerged during the vibrant music scene of the 1980s. Formed in Los Angeles, California, the group was known for their smooth harmonies, infectious grooves, and a sound that perfectly encapsulated the era's blend of funk, soul, and pop influences. The Deal's music was characterized by polished production, catchy melodies, and a captivating rhythm that made them a staple on radio and dance floors alike. One of their most famous hits, Two Occasions, showcased their ability to create romantic ballads that resonated deeply with listeners. The song's heartfelt lyrics and smooth vocals capture the essence of love and longing, making it a favorite for couples and music lovers alike. Other hits like Body Talk and Love is a Game further highlighted their talent for crafting songs that combined infectious energy with emotional depth. The Deal was not only celebrated for their studio recordings, but also for their dynamic live performances. Their concerts were filled with charisma, allowing fans to experience the joy and energy of their music firsthand. The band's ability to connect with the audience made their shows a memorable celebration of rhythm and soul. However, as the 1990s approached, the music industry underwent significant changes, and the rise of new genres began to shift the musical landscape. The Deal faced challenges in maintaining their presence in an increasingly competitive environment. Despite their undeniable talent and contributions, they gradually faded from the mainstream spotlight, leaving fans wondering about their whereabouts. For Club Nouveau was a vibrant American funk and R&B group that emerged in the mid-1980s, capturing the essence of the era with their infectious sound and catchy hits. Formed in Sacramento, California, the band quickly gained recognition for their unique blend of funk, soul, and pop, setting them apart in a crowded music landscape. Their music was characterized by lively rhythms, smooth vocals, and a danceable groove that made them a favorite on the charts and in clubs. One of their most iconic tracks, a cover of Bill Withers' Lean on Me, showcased their ability to reinterpret classic songs while infusing them with fresh energy. This rendition not only became a massive hit, but also highlighted their talent for creating uplifting and relatable music. Other popular songs, like Why You Treat Me So Bad and Take a Look, further established their presence in the R&B scene, with memorable hooks and engaging lyrics that resonated with audiences. Club Nouveau was known for their dynamic live performances, where their infectious energy and charisma captivated audiences. Their shows were a celebration of rhythm and joy, drawing fans in with their engaging stage presence and vibrant sound. The band's ability to connect with listeners made their concerts an unforgettable experience, filled with dancing and shared moments of excitement. However, as the music industry evolved in the late 1980s and early 1990s, Club Nouveau faced challenges in maintaining their mainstream visibility. The rise of new genres and changing musical tastes impacted their presence on the charts, leading to a decline in recognition. Despite this, their influence on the funk and R&B genres remained significant, and their music continues to resonate with fans. 5. Lakeside was a dynamic American funk and R&B band that rose to prominence in the late 1970s and 1980s, known for their infectious grooves and vibrant sound. Hailing from Dayton, Ohio, Lakeside captured the essence of the funk movement with their unique blend of rhythm, melody, and energetic performances. Their music was characterized by catchy hooks, smooth harmonies, and a rhythmic flair that made them a staple on dance floors and radio stations alike. One of their most iconic hits, Fantastic Voyage, became a defining anthem of the era. With its upbeat tempo and playful lyrics, the song invited listeners on a musical journey, embodying the carefree spirit of the time. Other popular tracks like Something About That Woman and Let's Get Together showcased their ability to create songs that combine fun and romance, further solidifying their place in the funk genre. Lakeside was not only known for their studio successes, but also for their electrifying live performances. Their concerts were a celebration of rhythm and joy, where the band's infectious energy and charisma captivated audiences. Fans would dance and sing along, creating an atmosphere of unity and excitement that made each show memorable. However, as the music scene began to shift in the late 1980s, Lakeside faced challenges in maintaining their visibility. The rise of new genres and changing tastes in popular music impacted their presence on the charts, leading to a gradual decline in mainstream recognition. Despite this, their influence endured, and their music continued to resonate with fans who cherished the nostalgic sound of funk. 6. Bar-Kays are a legendary American funk and R&B band that has left an indelible mark on the musical landscape since their formation in the 1960s. Originating from Memphis, Tennessee, the Bar-Kays initially gained fame as a backing band for the iconic soul artist Otis Redding. Their energetic sound and tight musicianship quickly propelled them into the spotlight, making them a staple of the funk scene. One of their most famous hits, Soul Finger, showcased their signature blend of funk and soul, with a catchy melody and infectious rhythm that had listeners dancing in the aisles. The song became a defining anthem of the era, capturing the spirit of the 1960s and 70s. Other notable tracks like Let's Have Some Fun and Shake Your Rump to the Funk further solidified their reputation, highlighting their ability to create music that was both upbeat and irresistibly groovy. The Bar-Kays were known for their dynamic live performances, where their energy and stage presence electrified audiences. Each concert was a celebration of rhythm and joy, drawing fans into an experience that felt communal and uplifting. Their ability to connect with listeners made their shows unforgettable, filled with laughter, dancing, and shared moments of pure fun. Tragically, the band faced profound loss when several members died in a plane crash alongside Otis Redding in 1967. However, they persevered, rebuilding and continuing to create music that resonated with fans. The resilience of the Bar-Kays is a testament to their dedication and passion for their craft as they evolved with the changing musical landscape. As the 1980s approached, the Bar-Kays embraced new sounds and styles, producing hits like Sexual Healing and Freak Show on the Dance Floor. Their ability to adapt and innovate kept them relevant, allowing them to reach new audiences while staying true to their funk roots. 7. In the pulsating heart of the 1980s, when music was a vibrant expression of joy, struggle, and identity, Midnight Star emerged as a shining beacon in the landscape of black bands. This electrifying group didn't just make music. They created an experience that resonated deeply with fans across the nation. With their unique blend of funk, R&B, and electronic sounds, they captured the spirit of the times, delivering infectious grooves that made it impossible not to dance. From their breakout hits like Freakazoid and Curious, Midnight Star took the airwaves by storm, filling dance floors with pulsating rhythms and catchy hooks. Their sound was a perfect marriage of slick production and heartfelt lyrics, addressing themes of love, desire, and empowerment. Each performance was a celebration, a kaleidoscope of energy that could light up any venue. The band's dynamic stage presence and impeccable harmonies transformed ordinary nights into unforgettable experiences, drawing fans into a world where music was a source of liberation and joy. Yet, as the years rolled on, the vibrant scene that had once embraced Midnight Star began to shift. The rise of new musical genres and changing tastes in the industry introduced fierce competition, and suddenly, the spotlight that had once shone so brightly on them dimmed. Despite their immense talent and groundbreaking contributions, the pressures of the music industry began to take their toll. Internal conflicts and the allure of solo careers led to a fragmentation that would ultimately change the course of their journey. By the early 1990s, Midnight Star had largely faded from the mainstream, leaving behind a legacy that was both rich in creativity and tinged with nostalgia. While they may not have achieved the same level of commercial success as some of their peers, their impact was profound. They inspired countless artists and fans alike to embrace their individuality and express themselves through music. The echoes of their anthems still resonate, cherished by those who remember the magic of their sound and the heartfelt connection it fostered. 8. The Gap Band was an iconic American funk and R&B group that emerged in the late 1970s, leaving an indelible mark on the music scene of the 1980s. Hailing from Tulsa, Oklahoma, the band consisted of brothers Charlie, Ronnie, and Robert Wilson, who blended their talents to create a sound that was both vibrant and unforgettable. Their music was defined by infectious grooves, catchy melodies, and the kind of energy that made people want to dance. One of their most legendary hits, Outstanding, showcased the band's ability to craft smooth, sultry ballads that resonated deeply with listeners. The song's seductive lyrics and irresistible rhythm made it a staple in both clubs and radio playlists, exemplifying the essence of 1980s R&B. Other major hits, such as You Dropped the Bomb on Me and Early in the Morning, further solidified their status as funk royalty, combining powerful brass sections with captivating vocals that told stories of love, heartbreak, and celebration. The Gap Band was not just a studio phenomenon. Their live performances were electrifying experiences that left audiences in awe. The brothers' charisma and stage presence drew fans in, creating an atmosphere of joy and excitement that was palpable. Each concert felt like a celebration, filled with dancing, laughter, and a shared love for the music that brought them together. However, as the musical landscape began to shift in the late 1980s and early 1990s, the Gap Band faced challenges in maintaining their prominence. The rise of new genres and changing musical trends impacted their visibility, leading to a gradual decline in mainstream recognition. Despite this, their influence on the funk and R&B genres remained strong, with many contemporary artists citing them as a significant inspiration. 9. In the electrifying landscape of the 1980s, Full Force burst onto the scene like a meteor, bringing with them an explosive blend of energy, creativity, and sheer talent. This dynamic group was more than just a band. They were a powerhouse of musical innovation, seamlessly merging R&B, hip-hop, and funk to create a sound that was uniquely their own. With infectious rhythms and catchy hooks, Full Force captured the hearts of fans, igniting dance floors and inspiring a generation. Their hits, including Unconditional Love and Alice, I Want You Just For Me, showcase their incredible vocal harmonies and lyrical prowess. Each song was a celebration of love, passion, and the joys of life, resonating deeply with listeners. Full Force didn't just perform. They created an experience, each concert a vibrant showcase of their undeniable charisma and magnetic stage presence. They brought a sense of joy and connection that transcended the music itself, uniting audiences in a shared celebration of life and love. However, as the 1980s gave way to the 1990s, the winds of change began to sweep through the music industry. New genres emerged, and the landscape shifted dramatically, challenging even the most talented artists to adapt. Full Force found themselves navigating a rapidly evolving world, where trends changed overnight, and maintaining their momentum became increasingly difficult. Despite their immense talent and groundbreaking contributions, the pressures of the industry began to take their toll, leading to a gradual decline in their visibility. By the early 1990s, Full Force had largely vanished from the mainstream, leaving behind a legacy that was both rich in creativity and tinged with nostalgia. While they may not have achieved the same level of commercial success as some of their contemporaries, their impact was undeniably profound. They inspired countless artists and fans to embrace their individuality and express themselves through music, creating a lasting influence that continues to resonate. 10. In the vibrant and electric atmosphere of the 1980s, instant funk emerged as a dazzling force in the world of music, captivating audiences with their infectious grooves and undeniable talent. This group was not just another band. They were the embodiment of funk, seamlessly blending soul, disco, and R&B into a rich tapestry of sound that had people dancing and celebrating life. Their music was a joyous explosion, a call to the dance floor that resonated deeply with fans everywhere. From their iconic hits like I Got My Mind Made Up, and Instant Funk, the band showcased their incredible musicianship and vibrant energy. Each track was a masterclass in funk, filled with catchy hooks, pulsating bass lines, and horns that seemed to burst with life. Instant Funk didn't just perform. They created a euphoric experience that drew audiences into a world where music was a source of freedom and expression. Their concerts were a whirlwind of excitement, where every note sparked joy and encouraged everyone to let loose and dance like nobody was watching. Yet, as the 1980s progressed, the music industry began to change, and the landscape that had once embraced instant funk started to shift dramatically. The rise of new genres and the emergence of solo artists created fierce competition, pushing bands like Instant Funk into the background. Despite their immense talent and contributions, the pressures of the industry began to weigh heavily, and the vibrant energy that had defined their sound began to fade. By the early 1990s, Instant Funk had largely disappeared from the mainstream, leaving behind a legacy that was both rich and bittersweet. While they may not have achieved the same level of commercial success as some of their contemporaries, their impact was profound. They inspired countless artists and fans to embrace the power of funk, celebrating individuality and creativity. The echoes of their music still resonate, cherished by those who remember the joy they brought to the dance floor and the connections they forged through their sound. 11. In the vibrant musical landscape of the 1980s, the Family Stand emerged as a groundbreaking group, capturing the essence of soul, funk, and rock with their unique sound and powerful performances. This trio was not just a band. They were a creative force that blended genres in a way that resonated deeply with listeners, pushing the boundaries of what music could be. With an infectious energy and a passion for their craft, the Family Stand crafted songs that were both thought-provoking and irresistibly danceable. Their standout tracks, like Gotta Get It Together and I Can't Let Go, showcased their incredible vocal harmonies and lyrical depth. Each song was a celebration of love, empowerment, and the human experience, infused with a sense of urgency and joy. The Family Stand didn't just perform. They created an atmosphere where audiences could connect, dance, and feel the music in their bones. Their live shows were electric, drawing crowds into a world where rhythm and soul intertwined, leaving everyone with a sense of exhilaration. However, as the 1980s transitioned into the 1990s, the music industry began to shift dramatically. The rise of new musical styles and the allure of solo careers pulled many talented artists in different directions, and the Family Stand found themselves navigating a rapidly changing landscape. Despite their immense talent and innovative sound, the pressures of the industry took their toll, leading to a decline in visibility that was hard to bear. By the early 1990s, the Family Stand had largely faded from the mainstream, leaving behind a legacy that was both rich and poignant. While they may not have achieved the same level of commercial success as some of their contemporaries, their impact was profound. They inspired countless musicians and fans to embrace their individuality and pursue their artistic dreams. The echoes of their music linger on, cherished by those who remember the magic they created and the connections they fostered through their sound. 12.
Baby, it's 1, 2, 3.
In the dazzling era of the 1980s, Ready for the World emerged as a radiant beacon of R&B, capturing the hearts of fans with their smooth melodies and irresistible grooves. This talented group didn't just make music. They created an experience that resonated deeply with listeners, blending sultry vocals, catchy hooks, and a touch of funk that had everyone dancing. From their very first notes, it was clear they were something special, ready to take the world by storm. With hits like Oh Sheila Man Love You Down, Ready for the World brought a fresh sound that defined a generation. Their music was an intoxicating mix of romance and rhythm, celebrating love and desire with every beat. Each song was a journey, inviting listeners to lose themselves in the smooth harmonies and irresistible rhythms that flowed effortlessly from their instruments. Their live performances were electric, filled with passion and energy that transformed every venue into a celebration of life and love. Yet, As the 1980s drew to a close, the music industry began to shift in ways that would challenge even the most beloved artists. The rise of new genres and the relentless pace of change created an environment where maintaining visibility became increasingly difficult. Despite their immense talent and contributions, Ready for the World found themselves navigating a landscape that was evolving rapidly. The pressures of the industry began to weigh heavily, leading to a gradual decline in their presence on the charts. 13.
You are here. You smile.
The Jets are an American family band known for their energetic blend of pop, rock, and R&B, emerging in the 1980s. Hailing from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the group was formed in 1985 and consisted of siblings from the Wolfgram family, showcasing a unique mix of talent and charisma. Their sound was characterized by catchy melodies, harmonious vocals, and danceable rhythms, making them a staple on the charts during their peak. One of their biggest hits, Crush on You, released in 1986, became a defining anthem of the era, reaching the top of the charts and solidifying their place in pop music history. The song's infectious chorus and upbeat tempo capture the essence of youthful romance, resonating with fans and earning them widespread recognition. Other notable tracks like You Got It All and Make It Real further showcase their versatility and ability to create memorable pop ballads. The Jets were known for their dynamic live performances, where their energy and stage presence captivated audiences. Their shows were lively celebrations filled with dancing and interaction, reflecting the joy and enthusiasm that characterized their music. The band's ability to connect with fans made their concerts an unforgettable experience. Despite facing challenges in the changing music landscape of the 1990s, the Jets continued to perform and release music, maintaining a loyal fan base. Their influence on pop and R&B remains significant, and their songs are often revisited in nostalgic playlists that celebrate the vibrant sounds of the 1980s. Today, the Jets are remembered not just for their chart-topping hits, but also for their contributions to the pop music genre. Their legacy continues to inspire new generations of artists, and their music evokes feelings of nostalgia and joy. Reflecting on their journey invites us to celebrate the spirit of family, creativity, and the power of music to connect people across time and space. 14.
Secret love.
In the rich tapestry of 1980s music, Atlantic Starr emerged as a shining beacon of R&B and soul, captivating audiences with their smooth harmonies and heartfelt lyrics. Formed in the late 1970s, this talented group quickly made a name for themselves, blending elements of funk, soul, and pop to create a sound that resonated deeply with listeners. Their music was characterized by lush arrangements and powerful vocal performances, making them a staple on radio stations and dance floors alike. Atlantic Starr's hits, such as Secret Lovers and Always, showcase their incredible ability to convey emotion through song. Each track was a celebration of love and relationships, capturing the complexities of romance with sincerity and warmth. Their signature sound was marked by rich harmonies and melodic hooks that made their songs instantly memorable, inviting listeners to sing along and connect with the music on a personal level. Their live performances were a spectacle, filled with passion and energy, as they brought their songs to life on stage, leaving audiences mesmerized. As the 1980s progressed, the music industry underwent significant changes, with the rise of new genres and the emergence of solo artists altering the landscape. Despite their incredible talent and contributions, Atlantic Starr found themselves facing challenges in maintaining their visibility in an increasingly competitive environment. The pressures of the industry, coupled with shifts in musical trends, began to impact the group's dynamic and direction. By the early 1990s, while Atlantic Starr had enjoyed considerable success, their presence in the mainstream began to wane. However, their legacy remained strong. They inspired countless artists and fans to embrace the power of love and connection through music, and their hits continued to resonate with audiences well beyond their initial release. The emotional depth of their songs made them timeless, cherished by those who remember the joy and heartache that their music encapsulated. 15.
So all alone, I've traveled so
Black
far.
are an American funk and jazz band that emerged in the 1970s, known for their unique fusion of jazz, R&B, and funk. Originating from Washington, D.C., the group was formed by a collective of talented musicians, many of whom were students at Howard University. Their innovative sound and dynamic performances quickly gained them recognition in the music scene. The Blackbyrds were closely associated with the legendary jazz trumpeter Donald Byrd, who played a pivotal role in shaping their early music. Their breakthrough hit, Walking in Rhythm, released in 1974, became a defining anthem of the era, characterized by its catchy melody and infectious groove. The song's upbeat tempo and engaging lyrics resonated with fans, propelling it to the top of the charts and establishing the band as a prominent force in the funk genre. Another notable hit, Rock Creek Park, showcased their ability to blend jazz elements with funk rhythms, creating a laid-back yet vibrant sound. This track, along with others like Love is the Answer, highlighted their musicianship and lyrical depth, further solidifying their reputation in the industry. The Blackbyrds were known for their energetic live shows, where their tight musicianship and vibrant stage presence captivated audiences. Their performances often featured improvisation, allowing each member to showcase their talents and engage with the crowd, creating a communal atmosphere of joy and celebration. As musical tastes began to shift in the 1980s, the Blackbyrds faced challenges in maintaining their mainstream visibility. However, their influence continued to be felt, and they remain a significant part of the funk and jazz fusion landscape. Their music has been sampled and celebrated by contemporary artists, underscoring their lasting impact on the genre. 16. In the vibrant musical landscape of the 1980s, Cameo emerged as a powerful force in the world of funk and R&B, captivating audiences with their infectious grooves and charismatic performances. Formed in the late 1970s in New York City, this talented group quickly distinguished themselves with their unique sound, blending elements of funk, soul, and pop into a dynamic mix that had people dancing and celebrating life. Cameo's signature hits, such as Word Up and Candy, showcased their ability to craft catchy melodies paired with clever lyrics. Their music was characterized by heavy bass lines, bold brass arrangements, and the distinctive vocals of frontman Larry Blackmon. Each song was an invitation to the dance floor, filled with energy and a sense of fun that resonated with fans across the globe. Their live performances were legendary, combining tight choreography with a vibrant stage presence that left audiences exhilarated. As the 1980s progressed, Cameo continued to evolve, experimenting with sounds and styles while staying true to their funk roots. They became known for their innovative approach, incorporating electronic elements that reflected the changing music landscape. This adaptability helped them maintain relevance in a competitive industry, allowing them to reach new audiences while retaining their loyal fan base. However, as the years went on, the music scene began to shift, and the rise of new genres like hip-hop and alternative rock created new challenges for established acts like Cameo. Despite their immense talent and contributions, the pressures of the industry and changing musical tastes led to a decline in their mainstream visibility by the early 1990s. Yet, Cameo's legacy continued to thrive. They inspired countless artists and left an indelible mark on the funk genre, influencing musicians who sought to capture the same infectious energy and creativity. The echoes of their hits remain a staple on dance floors and playlists, cherished by fans who remember the joy and excitement their music brought. 17. New Edition is an iconic American R&B group that rose to fame in the 1980s, becoming one of the defining acts of the era. Formed in Boston, Massachusetts in 1978, the group originally consisted of members Bobby Brown, Ricky Bell, Michael Bivins, Ronnie DeVoe, and Johnny Gill. Their blend of pop, funk, and soul captured the hearts of fans, making them a significant force in the music industry. New Edition's debut album, Candy Girl, released in 1983, showcased their youthful energy and catchy melodies. The title track became a massive hit, establishing the group as a rising star in the R&B scene. Their smooth harmonies and choreographed dance moves resonated with audiences, setting the stage for their continued success. As they evolved, New Edition released a series of successful albums, including New Edition 1984 and Heartbreak 1988. Hits like Cool It Now, Mr. Telephone Man, and If It Isn't Love showcase their growth as artists and their ability to create timeless music that appealed to a broad audience. Their sound combined infectious hooks with relatable lyrics about love and relationships, making their songs resonate with fans of all ages. In addition to their musical success, New Edition was known for their impressive live performances. Their concerts featured high-energy choreography and engaging stage presence, drawing fans in and creating memorable experiences. The group's dynamic performances helped solidify their status as one of the premier live acts of the time. Despite facing challenges, including lineup changes and solo careers, the members of New Edition continued to make an impact in the music industry. Bobby Brown's solo career took off with hits like My Prerogative, while other members also found success as solo artists or in different musical projects. In 1996, the group reunited and released the album Home Again, which included the hit Hit Me Off. New Edition's influence extends beyond their own music. They played a crucial role in paving the way for future boy bands and R&B groups. Their legacy is evident in the work of contemporary artists who draw inspiration from their sound, style, and approach to performance. Today, New Edition is celebrated not only for their classic hits, but also for their contribution to the evolution of R&B and pop music. Their story is a testament to the power of friendship, creativity, and the ability to adapt and thrive in the ever-changing music landscape. Climax is an American all-female band that emerged in the early 1980s, known for their unique blend of funk, R&B, and pop. Formed in Pasadena, California, the group consisted of talented musicians and vocalists, including lead singer Maxine Watson, who became the face of the band. Climax was notable for breaking barriers in a predominantly male industry, showcasing the strength and creativity of female musicians. The band gained significant attention with their hit single, The Men All Pause, released in 1985. This track, characterized by its catchy hook and empowering lyrics, became an anthem of female confidence and independence. The song's success helped establish Climax as a prominent force in the music scene, reaching the top of the charts and earning them widespread recognition. Climax's music often featured a blend of funk-infused grooves, smooth harmonies, and relatable themes, appealing to a broad audience. Their other notable hits, such as I Miss You and Give It All You Got, showcased their ability to create memorable ballads and dance tracks that resonated with fans. In addition to their musical success, Climax was known for their engaging live performances. Their shows were filled with energy, showcasing both their musical talent and vibrant stage presence. The band's commitment to excellence and their ability to connect with audiences made their concerts unforgettable experiences. As the music industry evolved throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s, Climax faced challenges in maintaining their visibility. However, their influence on the R&B and funk genres remained significant, and their songs continue to be celebrated in playlists honoring the rich sounds of the era. 19. The SOS Band, formed in the late 1970s in Atlanta, Georgia, became a significant force in the R&B and funk scenes of the 1980s. Known for their catchy melodies and infectious grooves, the group blended elements of funk, soul, and disco, creating a sound that resonated with audiences and defined an era. Their music was characterized by rich harmonies, danceable rhythms, and engaging lyrics, making them a staple on radio and dance floors alike. One of their most famous hits, Take Your Time, Do It Right, showcased the band's ability to craft anthems that celebrated love and relationships. This track, along with others like Just Be Good to Me and Tell Me If You Still Care, became iconic, featuring memorable hooks and smooth vocals that captured the essence of romance and desire. The SOS Band sound was enhanced by their skilled instrumentation, including prominent use of synthesizers and brass, which added a distinctive flair to their music. The group's live performances were electrifying, drawing fans in with their vibrant energy and charismatic stage presence. Their concerts were a celebration of music and dance, where audiences could experience the joy of their hits firsthand. The SOS Band's ability to connect with fans made them a beloved act during their peak years. As the music industry evolved into the late 1980s and early 1990s, the SOS Band faced challenges in maintaining their prominence amid shifting musical trends. The rise of new genres, such as hip-hop and alternative rock, led to increased competition, impacting their visibility on the charts. However, despite the changes, their legacy continued to thrive. 20. Loose Ends was a renowned British R&B and soul band that emerged in the early 1980s, known for their smooth sound and captivating songwriting. Formed in London, the group quickly made a name for themselves with their innovative blend of soul, funk, and contemporary pop influences. Their music was characterized by rich vocal harmonies, intricate arrangements, and relatable lyrics that often explored themes of love, relationships, and emotional experiences. Their breakout hits, including Hangin' on a String Contemplating, Slow Down, and You Can't Stop the Rain, showcased their ability to craft catchy melodies and memorable hooks. These songs often featured lush instrumentation, combining elements like synthesizers and smooth guitar riffs, which created a sound that was both polished and inviting. Loose Ends' distinctive style helped them stand out in the crowded music landscape of the 1980s. The group gained significant popularity not only in the UK but also internationally, particularly in the United States, where their music resonated with R&B fans. Their ability to connect emotionally with listeners through heartfelt lyrics and soulful melodies earned them a dedicated following. Loose Ends' live performances were equally engaging, as they brought their songs to life with a dynamic stage presence that left audiences wanting more. As the 1990s approached, the music industry began to shift, with changes in popular music styles and the emergence of new genres. While Loose Ends continued to produce music, the pressures of the evolving industry and the changing musical landscape impacted their visibility. Despite these challenges, the group maintained a loyal fan base and continued to influence artists in the R&B and soul genres. Loose Ends' legacy endures, with their songs remaining popular and frequently sampled by contemporary musicians. Their contributions to the R&B genre are celebrated, and their music continues to evoke nostalgia for fans who appreciate the rich sounds of the 1980s.